Okay, seriously, what is this? That's definitely not yams. Watermelon growing in great. Right up the trellis, guys. That's all you gotta do. Some soil and some watermelon seeds. I think I'm at a 100% germination rate. Looky here. Looky here. See that little baby? See that little baby? Right here. Tons of tiny watermelon. Zone 9's where it's at. And if you haven't had guava, this sucks. This really sucks. But it must be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 freaking mangoes. 6 on this one little branch. Ah, 7. What is that? There's like so many. There's so much on top of each other. I can't tell. Look at my pots. I can't tell what's whose and who's what's. But I do know that this is heavy. It must be done. It must be done. Jeez. Look at that. That juice. To be honest, I probably should cut another one. I didn't see that boy. I'm gonna cut that one. Did you see the juice shoot off of that? That's wild. Look, it's about the health of the tree. Your trees will kill themselves to make you happy. Like yes, let me give you all the love. They love you. You're giving them good soil, good watering, good food. They will give their life for you. Front lines. You got to be the smart one, the wise one. Look at that old boy. Gonna be some nutrients. Yeah, that's crazy. On that one branch. That was at least like 10 pounds. Probably more. It's starting to get hot out here. Things are just coming and landing on me. Especially, that's like 2 inches across. You gotta kind of gauge how much fruit you're letting your thing do based on the trunk size. And then I don't know how many are in here. I'm not sticking my hand in there right now. Not doing it. I like having my limbs. Put it in there, I might never see my hand again. Not doing it. I don't even know if there's avocados in there. But this is what happens. The leaves are growing to protect the insides, to protect the fruit, to protect the tree, the bark, everything. It's like an umbrella. That's what you want to see. This does not mean we're not healthy. It's just getting rid of the old leaves. Then that'll all fall. It's feeding itself. It's growing new leaves. That's how it works in the wild. There's not people going around out there putting freaking fertilizer and all this stuff down. It takes care of itself. What you can do is provide it with good soil. And then of course you're in a different climate, so you got to think about that. But this is how it works in the wild. Grows, makes more leaves, grows even higher, and then eventually it would come out the top, and then that's when it's really getting the sun. But when it's down low, when it's younger, you got a bunch of trees all by each other that are shading it out. It's just a race to the top. So if your leaves look like this, don't fret. It's all part of the cycle. And these don't look affected at all, right? If avocados are getting a good amount of watering, they can handle 110 degree weather. If anything over 110, that's when I'm gonna get a little bit so I'm constantly looking at the weather ahead of time. But 110 and less, I'm telling you, they can, of course, the right type of tree. You can't have, like, I think so like my Mexicola is handling this is a wurtz gem avocado. Is that Guatemalan? Is that what it is? The Guatemalan ones are the ones that can handle heat. Certain ones can handle heat better. And again, there's the heat and then there's the rays that you got to think about. The rays become more intense as summer comes. So that's one side of it. Maybe your tree can handle the heat, so it can be in a place where it maybe gets more shaded. But as summer comes along, but maybe it can't handle the rays. Like, can it not handle the rays, or can it not handle the heat, is what you got to kind of think about. I'm just afraid to look in there. Look at this trunk. And I'm confident if I were to move this around, like underneath the soil, there's going to be bugs. So right now we're getting over 100 degrees. This is when I start giving them their wine. But what the? I mean, I guess, you guys see these roaches? I guess technically, if they're living in this environment, they're helping. It's just like any other bug. Some cultures eat roaches. It's all about what it eats. Is it eating your poop and all that nasty crap, or is it eating vegetation and stuff? So this is just another thing that's helping. I feel bad that they're just sitting in here. I'm probably gonna dump over my bucket, but I also don't want to. Roaches can be a problem in Vegas. I know growing up on the east side of town, I remember roaches everywhere. But anyway, there's water in here. This is about the time when I start putting water. Once we start getting over 105 or so, this basically keeps it consistent. If there's water in this pot, then this is going to not let water out. There's a spike in here. If this starts to get dry, more water is going to start coming out. So it's just another tool to keep consistent moisture. But we have a nice thick layer of mulch of really all sorts of things: banana peels, corn husks, leaves that it's dropped itself. That's mostly how I feed this tree now. At first I was giving it nitrogen. Now I'm just pretty much feeding it with leaves and mulch. And that's all they really need. And then you get a nice consistent watering, like little bits of water, the squirts. If you've watched my watering videos, it's giving it consistent watering. These leaves are getting kind of chunky, and it's holding water, which is allowing it to handle the heat better. Right? These leaves are a little bit squishy. And that's reach for the sky. And that's about as tall as I wanted. I don't want it to go over this. 8 feet max. What the heck even? Oh, I was like, what is that growing? Anywho. And then just got the density going. Got the guavas going in. Got a pineapple guava in the middle. And multiple mangoes. I got mango. another mango, and then some avocados. Like if you can see all these pots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 just right here. Right, I'm not counting those. And then, you know, we got a couple more around. And look, there's a spot where I could put another pot. Like super dense tropicals. I water, it keeps this area a little bit cooler. It's going it's creating a little bit of humidity because it's not escaping. It's giving things shade. And that's the thing about here. Like they're telling us to swap out grass for this fake stuff. They're telling us that we can't overwater and to monitor our watering and things because Lake Mead's running dry and all this sort of thing. Yet they're letting people move here and consistently building. I wouldn't say letting people move here, but they're consistently building, so people are moving here from like California especially and things like that, causing accidents. Anyway, so if we're that low on water, how are we going to support more people coming here? Like there should be a ban, which makes it makes you think either we're just going to run out of water completely, or there's another concept that they're not saying. It doesn't make any sense. We should learn to be conservative, though. We shouldn't be just wasting water and doing dumb things. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it just doesn't make sense. And then when we have more trees and things like that, it makes the area cooler, which means that the water that's being used, technically you're going to be using less water. Like my water bill now is so much lower than what it was in the beginning, because now that I have more trees, it's keeping things cooler and I'm watering less. It's so weird. If that makes sense to you, my water bill's lower now that I'm giving more water to my trees, but less of it's evaporating, less of it's being wasted. So, and then like on the front of my house is the east side of my property, and it's getting blocked. Trees and stuff are blocking that sun, so the house is staying cooler. It's costing less on my power bill. It's just it's a little bit backwards way of thinking, but it's working. So that's it for this one. Tropicals, avocados, leaves look like this. Don't worry about it. You do need a big chunk of leaves. You need a bunch of foliage, but this isn't the end of things. There's a reason why it looks the way it does. Out with the old, in with the new. One of these mornings, I'm gonna get you in your own garden. You gotta get out here. Let's grow.